So I just finished my annual Firefly rewatch and thought I'd do a video about the series. Chances are, if you're watching this, you know what Firefly is. If not, I'll give you a quick breakdown. Firefly was a short-lived television series by Buffy the Vampire Slayer creator Joss Whedon, which aired on the Fox network almost exactly 14 years ago, from September 20th, 2002 through December 20th of that same year. But more on that later. The series is set 500 years in the future, when the Earth could no longer support the enormous human population. So they packed up and moved to another solar system, terraforming the planets there to be habitable. Now, the two remaining superpowers, the United States and China, merged into one government called the Alliance. While they maintained a tight control on the core planets, the outer rim planets rebelled. This independent faction, or independents, also known as browncoats because of their attire, they fought the Alliance in a series of battles called the Unification War. But even though the valiant browncoats fought hard, victory was not to be theirs. The Alliance remained in power, and here is where the series starts. Now, our main protagonist, Malcolm Reynolds, played by Nathan Fillion, he fought for the browncoats as a sergeant. 6 years after the war ended, he's the captain of a Firefly-class transport ship called Serenity, named after the Battle of Serenity Valley, which was a decisive battle in the Unification War. Since he couldn't beat the Alliance, he's chosen instead to live the life of a smuggler, staying mostly on the outer rim just beyond the reach of the law. His first mate is the tough-as-nails Zoe Washburn. Now, Zoe fought alongside Mal in the war and is his most trusted comrade. Zoe is married to the ship's pilot, known as Wash. Wash is a superb pilot, and while he's usually quite comical and laid back, he has no problem butting heads with the captain, especially when it comes to the safety of his wife. Next on Serenity's crew is Jane Cobb, mercenary for hire. That's pretty much what it says on the tin. He'll do whatever you pay him to do, usually with the grace of a charging bull, but you'd better hope that someone doesn't offer him a better deal. And rounding out the ship's personnel is Firefly, a mechanical savant who, despite her young age and lack of formal training, manages to work miracles to keep Serenity and her crew flying. Now, Serenity is also called home by various other people. First, there's Inara, a licensed companion, pretty much the 26th century equivalent of a geisha. Inara is poised, sophisticated, and well-trained in music and the arts, as well as the art of love. Her occupation grants Serenity some respectability, but is a source of contention between her and Mal. Next is Shepherd Book. Book has been in the Southdown Abbey for years and just decided he needed to live in the world for a while and spread the word. While he's usually the conscience of the crew, he's also pretty good in a fight, which kind of hints at a secret past. And finally, there's Dr. Simon Tam and his sister River, who are on the run from the Alliance. River because she escaped an Alliance facility where they were conducting these horrific scientific experiments on her, and Simon because he helped her escape. So while Firefly is a science fiction series, it actually plays out a lot like a Western. The core planets have advanced technology, but the rim planets, where most of the story takes place, are more like the Old West. People ride horses and shoot pistols in a mostly lawless desert landscape. Now, this combination of old and new, of English and Asian, it makes a very unique series. As I said at the beginning of this video, I just finished my annual rewatch this past weekend. And every time I watch the series, I'm amazed by how great it is. The writing, the acting, the dialogue, the chemistry, the awesome music score by Greg Edmondson, it's all perfect. It should have lasted several more seasons. It ran for 3 months. Yep, 3 months in which time 11 of the 14 produced episodes aired. So how does such a great show get canceled in such a short time? The answer? Fox. The network just didn't know what to do with the series. They didn't get the premise, and because of that, they totally handled it wrong. The 2-hour pilot episode, which so beautifully introduced the cast of characters and this wonderful world in which they live, it was put on the back burner. Instead, in hopes of grabbing the young male demographic, the network chose to first air the more action-packed second episode. From there, the series was subjected to a score of time changes, skipped episodes, and preemptions, which made most of the viewers give up on it. Now, as someone who watched it when it first aired, I can tell you how incredibly frustrating that was. Here was a show that I really liked, but it felt like pieces were missing. Thankfully, that frustration is completely non-existent when you watch the series on home video. Here you can see all the episodes in their correct order, and one can imagine where the show may have gone if Fox hadn't botched it so badly. The series is currently available on Amazon on both DVD and Blu-ray for less than 15 bucks, and is also streamable on Netflix. I own both the DVD and the Blu-ray versions, but I really recommend the Blu-ray of the two. Here's where the series really shines. The set is composed of 3 discs, 2 of which are located on a central swinging tray. It features DTS HD 5.1 sound and is presented in widescreen format, so it looks and sounds awesome on your home theater system. Better than the standard definition DVD in Dolby Surround. Now, one thing I prefer on the DVD set over the Blu-ray is the artwork. While the Blu-ray cover is serviceable with a simple picture of Serenity against a star field with the Firefly logo, the DVD set also features a photo of the cast. And each disc has its own individual slimline case with a different character on the front. The backs of each case also list which episodes and features are on that disc, as well as gives the original air date and a brief description of those episodes. The special features are almost identical on both versions. DVD and Blu-ray both include the 3 unaired episodes, Trash, The Message, and Heart of Gold, audio commentaries on selected episodes, 3 behind-the-scenes featurettes, 4 deleted scenes, a gag reel, Alan Tudyk's audition tape, and a few more surprises. The Blu-ray also includes an additional roundtable, literally, with Joss Whedon and series stars Nathan Fillion, Alan Tudyk, and Ron Glass. So, if you're looking for a truly unique series that's well written, has a great cast, I highly recommend picking up Firefly. Don't let the fact that it only lasted 1 season scare you off. It's one of the best seasons of television you'll ever watch. And if you're worried about the potential cliffhangers, they made a movie to tie up loose ends. But that is another video. Stay shiny.